Frightening, yet fascinating. His story was obsessed over, to the point where no single person could agree what the true version really was. The prevailing theory is that one day Mr. Rusher came home to find his wife in bed with another man. In his rage, he grabbed his wife's knitting needles and stabbed the both of them. What he did with the bodies, no one can quite explain. Another popular one, and my favourite, is that he would come home every day to find his wife knitting away without ever completing anything. Just knitting and knitting. Finally, he went mad and used the knitting needles to stab her to death. But the problem was that there was no evidence for any of these stories. The police came and thoroughly searched every nook and cranny of his home, but could not find any evidence of a body. The opportunity I had long dreamed for finally came. After so many years of refusing some of the most prestigious reporters in the industry, Mr. Usher had given me, of all people, permission to interview him. If ever there was one person whom I wanted to sit down with and speak to, it was him. I suppose it was of great controversy, because everyone knew Mr. Usher. He was everyone's favourite dentist. I could never figure out where knitting came into it. The story should have included a dental drill. He had since given up his practice and was taking refuge at the university as a researcher. I know not how it was, but with the first glimpse of the building, a sense of insufferable gloom pervaded my spirit. There was an iciness, a sinking, a sickening of the heart, an unredeemed dreariness of thought which no goading of the imagination could torture into aught of the sublime.
Go ahead.
Yes. Thanks. You have a very lovely office.
Thank you. Can I get you something to drink? Tea, coffee?
No, I'm good, thank you. Thanks very much. Before we begin, I wanna thank you for agreeing to meet me. I know how tough this can be to talk about.
You have something in your teeth.
I'm sorry?
Your teeth.
Oh. Sorry.
Quite alright.
So you were a dentist, weren't you?
That's correct, but I don't practice anymore.
Right. And why is that?
Felt like taking some time off, travel, that sort of thing.
Some speculate that you lost quite a lot of business after the incident, and that the ensuing media frenzy is what drove you here up the mountain.
I don't know if that's true. I just didn't feel the need to practice anymore.
See. I'm surprised you didn't have a picture of her anywhere. I heard she had a beautiful smile.
Yes, she did.
Is that hers, I imagine?
Yes.
Yeah?
Careful. I like to keep her close. Well, it's about that time again. Aren't you going to ask?
Ask what?
I understand that the circumstances of my life have stoked the curiosity of many men for many night, and inspired a cacoe scribendi on the subject of myself. By now, anything you can imagine has been said or written about me, so coyness gets us nowhere. You want to know if I killed my wife.
Did you?
What do you think?
I honestly don't know. I'm here to get your story.
My story. We hear what we want to hear. We see what we want to see. How do you know my story will be the truth? How do I know you'll tell my true story?
I suppose that's just a chance we'll both have to take. He then told me the same story he'd been telling since it happened. That his wife left home one day to run some errands and never returned. That he searched for her for months. That he still believed she may be out there. As I listened to his story, I felt as if I were a part of it. Even as I left, I got the feeling that he knew something that I didn't. And that he would always know. And I would always wonder. Forever.